Hello, my little crones, my little munchkins, and my little chickens. How are you this fine evening? Well, I hope you're doing excellent. Well, as for me, I am too. However, I think I have given Kim Kardashian enough time to really just see how it's been going with her from the breakup between her and Pete. Was Davidson?
Yeah.
So I want to do just a little, what do you call it?
Updated tarot
I just want to
reading.
do an updated tarot reading. Thank you, baby Crone, to see what's going on in her life today. So let's get started. You know, there's been a lot of rumors. There's people saying that Kanye won her back. Also, with the spread she did, people are saying she did that to get Pete Davidson back. My thing is, where do you go from here? I think I proposed this question before. If you are Kim Kardashian, where do you go from here? Where do you go, baby Crone?
I do not know, because she's
been to the peak of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And she fell all the way back, and I'm not saying that Pete Davidson was a scrub. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that just apples and oranges.
Yes.
I think I could say that. But she has made a difference. Just him being and just knowing who she is and being in her proximity, or her saying your name or giving you attention just make you famous. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's see what's going on in the world of Kim now, of the breakup. So really what we really going in to find, I'm really just going in to see how is she doing emotionally. So this is just to see how Kim Kardashian is doing emotionally. Baby Crone, aren't you going to come and cut, or I'm on my own?
I can surely cut.
All right. Thank you, baby Crone.
Yes. Baby Crone thought how she was going to cut it. Yes.
This is not cutting, this is feeding. Feeding somebody, feeding the ancestors in the spirit. I don't know what this is. Now you got to put some on top or middle. You just put them on. What the heck? What kind of cut was that? All right, well that's what she did.
Try to get them as mixed up as possible.
All right. Let her tell it. Okay, this is about the emotional state of Kim, if there's any at all, correct?
Correct.
So let's go find out. Well, first of all, what is that? 5. So it's been a struggle. The Emperor, meaning it's been a struggle, and the foundation isn't as strong as she would hope. Childhood memories, I think that she's grieving it. I think that she's going through a little bit. And also, I think we have here the Knight of Cups. And, okay, we have the Queen, which is very, very sensitive, loving. We have finances. Okay, so we see therefore that some transaction went along. Here we also see some kind of agreement may have been broken or made. And last, we have the beginning of something earthly. Woo-hoo! And at the end of the card, it is the Sun. So I'm going to leave it there. Now, seems to me, at the beginning of all of this, when they broke up, she went through a little turmoil time. A time where, you know, it was seen from the way that from the way that it is coming into me, this breakup was like a breakup, but it was like a mutual breakup. It was like remorseful. Like it wasn't like a happy breakup, but it was more like a breakup that that had to be. It just something in the relationship that had changed. Also here, I see this is a very strong personality, which is very strong, very earthly, very ruling, very controlling. This is Aries. So this here is a very Aries sign. So this is Mars. So this is very strong. This is the sun sign. So therefore, there may have been a strong personality in the relationship, or somebody dictating, maybe saying this is the way it has to be, or whatever. It's not good for you, it's not good for him. But however, there is a strong relationship. Somebody in the relationship had some say in all of this, to what was the right thing to do. However, this, because I'm keeping it about Kim Kardashian, this also let me know that when she was with Pete Davidson, it made her feel young again. It made her feel come in connection with her being a child, like reminiscing of young love, of not thinking. Even she struggled with the age, even though she appeared that it didn't, because she was getting a lot of feedback just in herself, like challenge her, don't you think he's too young? She was hearing a lot of things, but for that moment, after being in such a draining relationship, when a relationship with her and Kanye broke up, it was very draining, it was very heavy. And so here she meets Pete, and then she has this affair with Pete. The negative about the relationship and what made Kanye so angry is because Pete and Kanye were friends before there was a Kim Kardashian, allegedly. So you got to understand this here. So this relationship, just because of the foundation and what it was built on, it was never meant to last. She was probably in it because she just wanted to feel. She wanted to be loved. She wanted to feel again. She just needed that in her life. She just felt that she just needed to be, what's that word? Alive.
And what if it's like Pete reminded her of Kanye in a sense?
The thing is, that's the one thing about it. He didn't remind her of anything of Kanye. That is what she was trying to get away from. He was just the first person there that just she probably heard about him in the past or whatever, but this is just what was there. They had to do that little show together. He probably, you know how things go. It was a moment. However, I see this night. And this night tells me that she's been moving on. She's been trying to move on. Excuse me. She's been trying to move on. I have allergies so bad, guys. So when I'm always, I'm going to see an allergist tomorrow about my sinuses because I suffer with them so bad. So anyway, back to the reading. And because fall is getting ready to come, so allergies are starting to hit people. The old crone told you. So anyway, back to her reading. So anyway, so this has been a very emotional thing for her, but she has to move on. She has to go on. This has weighed her down. However, but this is what the cards are saying to me. When Pete gone, it just brought her back to her marriage, the breakup. It was just, he was a distraction. You follow what I'm saying? Now that the distraction is gone, she's just feeling it all. She didn't want to feel. You know how sometimes you just leap and you think this is the best way to go. So when you leap and you realize it was good for what it was good for, it could never be no more than that. It was wrong. It was started out wrong. It was a friend. It just was ugly. And Kanye had such a feedback from it that I think that it even bothered Pete Davidson about how everything went down. However, it just lets me know that she's a very strong woman, very passionate, believes in love at all costs. However, she's very emotional right now. I think that she even she cares about her home, and I think she thinks about who's going to love her right. Who is going to be the lover? Her idea is, it's not that she can't get a man, but who's going to be the man that's going to fulfill her shoes, that's going to not just be a one-trick pony like Pete Davidson. that was a bad move. She knows that was a bad move for her image. And so much so, financially, that's why she did the spread. That's why she did the spread. She did the spread. It was a money spread. You know, it's like, now how do you see me? She's getting all the feedback. How they see me as a whore. They talk about me. She has this, if she had a bad relationship, the idea of what people thought about her in a relationship, then she knows she compound it. You know, and even though, you know, she may say that she doesn't listen, she knows very well what people go on about her. And in her retaliation, and in my opinion, because all money spread, she did it for a money spread, but she also did it as a statement. As to say, I don't really care what people think about me, but she really does. What is her sign? Is she a Scorpio?
A Libra.
She's a Libra. Yeah, her scales are off. She really cares, but she can be shrewd as a business person. But remember, when the scales are off, they're off. And your thinking is not rational. And so she's not rational because she's dealing with this breakup, the chitter chatter. She's dealing with the breakup, the real breakup, to where all of this is stemming from is from Kanye. The breaking up of those nuptials. And even though they are broke up, they're not fully over. So she has to deal with this. And she's coming to realize that whoever she brings in her life at this point has got to deal with Kanye. So this has been an eye-opening for her. You know, it's rough. And she struggles with that. So do I see new beginnings for her financially? She's always going to think about making that dollar. Just like when she was in the camera doing that, you know, she did that, yes, but she did that out of a retaliation. You know, just as to, I don't give a damn what anybody says about me. You want to think I'm a slut? Well, I'll be the slut. You know, so that was strategically done. She's like, I'm not going to sit here and wallow in my emotions. But no matter what, the sun will shine in my life if I got to put it up there myself. If I have to paint on a smile, whatever, you won't see me suffer. But it's taking all the strength in the world that it has for her to muster to do this. This is not easy. That's why when she was at that party, she took a drink. People think that she took a drink because, you know, she just, you know, showing off. No, no, no. She took a drink because she was unhappy. And sometimes when you're around people and they having fun, your insides are not happy. So she figured that was going to be what made her happy, but it just made her ill. She didn't like it. And this card lets me know she still is in a position, she doesn't really know what she wants, really. So when I look at the whole read of Kim, Kim is like a little girl in a big old store with money. With luxury. I don't want to say money because that's a given. With luxury. With so much material luxury that she doesn't know what to do with it. But she knows that she's getting old. She knows she can't do this. She knows this doesn't look right with 4 kids. She knows Kanye is on her tail. And even though she's angry with him and blame him, it's just the dynamics of their relationship. One of the things that people often wants to know, people say, are they going to get back together? That's what people really want to know. However, Kanye is a very strong, emotional person, fixture in her life that she finds very difficult to control. However, she can manipulate him and she can get what she wants out of him, but she has to be very shrewd and clever because he's very emotional and she never knows which way he's going to go. But the question is there a future for them? Here is balance. Let you know again, her balance is off. So will they get back together? Until she can figure out and get her equilibrium back, get her focus back, go through all that she needs to go through because she's still growing. You understand? Her body is changing. She's perimenopausal, starting to start that. So your body is changing. All these things are going on. And most of all, it's very hard when you know that you're using, your youth is fading. You know what I mean? Even though she looks good, we all look good. They all, you look good. But nevertheless, before your eyes, you know. You're so stupid. Sorry about that. Say something, please.
Our cat Meow from outside the window, and she's on the window ledge. And she's right behind me, and it startled me.
She's probably telling you, let me in this house. Well, anyway, so this lets me know the equilibrium and tool. And remember, she's a Libra, so her balance is off. Her balance is off. She's not her happy self, but she's going to fake it till she make it. And my last card for her would be, as I said again, everything is imbalanced. She's not balanced. Her emotional state is not balanced. I don't care how she come off. That picture that she did, she would have never done that, because this is the image she was trying to erase. This is the image she was trying to get rid of. But now, because of this is that, she's an emotional wreck. And because also her body is very small, so she's more sensitive. Her body got to get used to being the size that it is. She's probably not eating as very much as she used to. And she camouflaged a lot of her not eating because it is due to stress. And she lives a very stressful lifestyle. Not a stress that she doesn't like, but a stress that she is comfortable with, that she knows. And she will fake it till she make it. So at the end result, is Kim Kardashian happy? Kim says, I'm going to focus about making money. And if you notice, she's been putting ads out. She's been running. She's just been running and making herself busy, because as long as she's busy, she feels as though she doesn't feel. But she's going to have to be careful, because my spirit is saying if she doesn't, she's going to wind up probably catching something, like being sick, or I don't know the best word to say. Her health, that's the word. Instead of saying being sick, she has to be very careful with all the running and all that she's doing. She has to be very careful that she doesn't run herself into a negative health. I'm not saying death, I'm just saying negative, where her immune system can be lower, because she is going through, this has been a struggle, this has been a fight. Now she's not fighting, she's clear, she's not fighting. So she's focusing all of this negative energy, everything she has, she's focusing on, I'm going to make money. All those things that I could have been doing when I was fooling with Pete, I'm going to start doing them now. That's why you see her doing all kind of ads. She's doing everything only because her equilibrium is not off. She's not fully herself as of yet, but day by day, and she's going to fake it till she make it. Well, that was my reading on Kim. What is it? Fake it till you make it. Never let them see you sweat. Never let them know what's going on. Never let your right hand know what your left hand's doing. All the above. But I assure you, this has been a very emotional time, because she didn't have Pete there to camouflage. So yes, she has friends, she has family, but Pete helped her. But without him being there, and I'm sure that they still do talk on the phone and those things, but emotionally, she's not emotionally back to being herself. Although she pretends that she is. Her balance is off, her equilibrium. And remember, Kim sun sign is a Libra. And when your balance is off, your equilibrium is off. And all through the cards, they have shown imbalance. She is not her 100% self. This has affected her mentally and physically, because when something messes with you mentally, it messes with you physically. So my spirit keeps telling me, I hope that she can gain an appetite, because I'm feeling like she's not eating as she should because of all the stress, and because she catapults it with doing more and more to stay busy. So this is my read. I hope you enjoyed it. This is what thus saith the cards. And as I said, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. However, take it as it resonates. This is what I got out of it. I hope you enjoyed it, my little crones, my little munchkins, and my little chickens. This is the read I got out of Kim Kardashian, and I read a lot. And at the bottom line of it, she is a Libra, her scales are off. She has to bring this all together. Well, that's it, baby crone.
Yes, loved it.
All right then, so I can close this out?
Yes, indeed.
Then ciao.